At 94, William Shatner finally tells the truth about James Doohan, giving fans of Star Trek a rare and deeply personal glimpse into the friendships, rivalries, and behind-the-scenes dynamics that shaped the legendary series. For decades, Shatner and Doohan were inseparable on screen, forming the iconic duo of Captain Kirk and Scotty, whose chemistry helped define the bridge of the USS Enterprise and captured the imagination of millions. But as Shatner candidly reveals, their relationship off-screen was far more complex than fans ever imagined. He recounts moments of camaraderie, shared jokes, and mutual respect that underscored the long hours of filming and the pressures of working on a groundbreaking show that was often underappreciated by the studio. At the same time, he admits there were tensions, competitive sparks, and occasional misunderstandings, natural outcomes of two strong personalities navigating fame, creative differences, and the intense workload of television production in the 1960s. Shatner's reflections highlight that James Doohan was more than just Scotty. He was a meticulous craftsman, a dedicated actor, and a man deeply committed to his role, often going above and beyond to ensure every technical detail on the Enterprise felt authentic. Sometimes that dedication led to friction, as Shatner and Doohan occasionally clashed over approaches to scenes or interpretations of their characters, but those moments were always grounded in professional pride rather than personal animosity. Over time, Shatner explains, the pair developed a mutual understanding that transcended any minor conflicts, creating a bond rooted in shared history, respect for each other's talent, and the knowledge that they were part of something far larger than themselves. What makes this revelation so compelling is Shatner's willingness to be honest about the nuances. He doesn't sugarcoat the disagreements, but he also doesn't diminish the affection and admiration he had for Doohan, offering a balanced and human portrait of a friendship that, like all deep relationships, had its ups and downs. He shares anecdotes that reveal Doohan's wit, generosity, and occasional stubbornness, painting a vivid picture of a man who was as fascinating off-screen as he was beloved on it. Fans are struck not just by nostalgia, but by the insight into the professional and personal dynamics that helped make Star Trek the cultural phenomenon it became. At 94, Shatner's words carry the weight of decades of reflection, honoring his friend while giving the world a truthful, unvarnished account of what it was like to work closely with one of television's most talented and dedicated actors. In the end, William Shatner finally telling the truth about James Doohan is more than a story about actors, it's a story about friendship, respect, and the complicated beauty of creative collaboration, showing that even legends have relationships full of depth, nuance, and humanity behind the scenes.